My friend was a professional fighter. He went to NY and he decided he was going to be a fighter off of this Suarez, but that's not it there. They decided he was pretty good and they put him in the big fight eventually. They wanted to run him through his paces, which is normal, and they said eventually he'll be the pride of the fight. And they said that's fine, and we're going to do it anyways, and this is what they see. So what happened is they said, we want you to take it slow with this guy. He's a little bit wide. You're going to see it. When he steps wide, sock him right in the mouth. This is going to take 2 or 3 times. Eventually you'll knock him out. See, this is the mistake he made instantly. So what happened is as soon as he stepped wide, he socked him as hard as he could, and he won the fight almost instantly. This is a problem because they expected it to go 4 rounds, and they do all sorts of stuff in the background during this time. And this is when it's all astray and awry and everything falls out of place. It's not a show. You must understand, this is business. This is something they have so well tuned that when something is off by a whole 2 rounds, everything falls apart for them because they go and see all their people this way. We have seen that this is how they operate. This is what they do. They operate inside of this system and they just pass notes or they tap each other. They say something in the ear and they go, what did you say? And everything seems to be the way they see. So what had happened was he threw the fight. He threw the fight. So what happened is now 2 people are going to see one another, and this becomes a problem later. I don't even know how to describe the way these people are or what they were to somebody, because apparently this is the way they always do it, and it's not Ottobah. It's called Finikita Photo Code. And these are not even people we see any way we see. I talked to some people I knew that do Star Trek, and he said, oh, they're the Jomos. He said, those people aren't even like people. I asked around, and apparently they are just Jomos, and no one sees them. This is a Kype. This is nothing. So, basically, the guy became a problem, and whenever he had a fight, he got knocked out or punched in the eye because they told on him. I don't know how this works exactly, but apparently they can conscript it so that you always step wide or you make a low swing or anything like this. They can make it look that way, they see. So what had happened is it has to do with the lights or something in there. They can make it look a certain way, and then you can, as soon as this happens, you get knocked out. They said it's actually dancing. You are actually dancing for these men. This is what they see when they see this way, is that you are dancing. Dancers with gloves. And this is what they see when they see this way that we see. So what had happened is after 16 fights, he was 1-0. And they figured out that he was, in fact, the worst fighter there had been in 16 days or something like 2 decades. And they said he can't be. He was ranked to be first. How is he the worst fighter? So what had happened is they took him to somewhere else where the fights are a little more legitimate and they don't do this sort of thing. And he became the best fighter. And they said, it's those guys there. See, now they know that these people are in a community that we don't see, and they are some weird way we don't see, and this is how they are. I don't know how to tell you that these people, they're just straight up not like humans to anybody we see. I don't know how to tell you that they are someone we knew, but now they aren't how we see the way we see it. Someone said they used to have an eye in the back of their head or something like this, and that these are the actual ones it always was, and these ones are a new one that are different than that. I tried to figure out who knew about the eyes in the back of their head, and they said, all you have to do is count to them, and they get real mad. Someone said that these ones have no tell, and that they always stay super calm. I tried to figure out what it is, and I figured out that I will be shown up, or they will see me before I can do it. We were going to make another one, and we canceled it because of obvious reasons. Someone already spilled the beans as soon as it was released, and he said, don't ever go over there and box anymore. seeing. So what had happened is they moved. Everyone says they moved out to LA or Las Vegas, and then no one knows who they were anymore. Someone said that no matter what, you will see them in some way because they always tap their hands on people's shoulders and make close eye contacts, and they all walk up and down the aisles during the fights and they say hi and everything. What they're actually up to is unseen. Nobody actually knows what they're actually up to because of the way they do it. Someone said that this is probably the greatest sneak attack in all of history. We've seen one, and he passes message about the hits they put out. We've seen one, and he always counts how much money they have in the bank. We don't know who they see. We don't know who they were. We don't know what they're up to. Everyone seems to see the same They are not someone that anybody seems to see. No matter what you do, you can't figure out what they're up to.